Hello and welcome back. This is Let's Roleplay Dragon Age 2. I am Marion Hawk, a woman, yes, despite how manly I sound. Let's continue on. We're looking for Aveline, our friend. You have entered a companion's home base, so yeah, she's definitely down here. She can hopefully provide us with some work while we're here. We need to save up 50 gold sovereigns for the venture into the deep roads, which will hopefully bring us a lot of money. If not, it'll be a waste of time, but it is an adventure after all, and I am up for the gamble. Aveline.
Aveline!
Hello, Hawk.
That's it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
I figured that already, actually.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, let's just say I don't want to lose track of you. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
A person in your position. Seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it.
It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people in this city. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Of course I can. For coin, I'll help.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
Would you hear me if I said yes? How close I hold my memories is my own business.
A little guarded.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
I love that life, but there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. You and Carver must have felt something similar. I don't know if that's right to say. I barely knew him.
Death on that scale certainly has a finality to it.
Sometimes I wonder.
The Blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
It's not how I wanted to say goodbye. I'll say that.
You can't go home again. That's supposed to be about maturity. It's not the same if you don't have the option.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
See, that's the kind of underhanded things that I do not approve of. Highwaymen, ambush, killing, murdering for money, no. I like to use my brains and stealth to do it.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts and someone else will lead a patrol. I just thought you'd like official sanction to cause trouble for once.
All right, Aveline. I'll play guard for you.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the guard.
So Aveline has joined the group once again. And yes, we do need to go... The main plot, that's completed quests. As for actual quests... Long way home. So, Sundermount, yeah, we need to deliver Flemis Amulet to the Keeper Maratharian in the Dalish camp on Sundermount. So, Sundermount is the mountain nearby. Part of Kirkwall's immediate area. Kirkwall City Guard. It is with pride that I, your Viscount, grant the authority of law and civil enforcement upon the guardsmen of an independent Kirkwall. No more will we defer to the will of foreign troops or draw holy order into tasks unbefitting their mandate. These proud men and women will be of the people and will enforce the laws that we have elected for a civil and ordered society. And should the specter of invasion return, the noble guardsmen will conscript from the population, for who better to amass the people's will than the constables of law charged with its inspection. This is a great day, fair Kirkwall, and I am honored to appoint the first guard captain. Long may he serve the will of the free people. For from a legion legacy, how institutions of the oppressors linger, the speeches of Viscount Michael Lafayette, collected by Philium Abard. Take that how you will.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sirrah. Not going to happen.
Okay. So when it's like this, I think that you need a special key to get into the door. When it's silver, or grayed out. A study of the Blight, we don't need to go in... A fifth Blight. Actually, that might be interesting, because this is the story of origins. While some of my contemporaries dispute whether the fifth Blight was a true Blight or merely a large darkspawn resurgence, historians agree that it began in the swamps of the Kakari Wilds on the southeastern border of Ferelden in the year 930 Dragon. King Caelan Theron was swift in responding to the threat, gathering the royal army, every Grey Warden in his country, and sending a call for aid to the Ferelden nobility. The assembled armies laid a trap in the ruins of Ostagar, hoping to crush the forces before it reached civilization, but they failed. Darkspawn overran the defender of Ostagar and decimated the king and his army. They continued their advance into Ferelden unopposed. Only 2 Grey Wardens managed to escape the slaughter, and somehow they came into possession of ancient treaties which compelled the races of men to join arms against the mousing horde. So yes, we do know all about that. We lived it in Dragon Age Origins. If you have not seen that, I suggest you start...
Perhaps Carver would have worked here.
Start that
with
up.
Aveline.
Well, he was a warrior. He might have worked here. Yeah, start that, let's roleplay up, and I'm very happy about that one. I had a lot of fun with it. So, chest simple.
All set.
We can open one up. Thank you. And it is not as good. It's a little bit better armor, but critical chance, critical damage, it has none. No bonuses, so take all. We're still as poor as dirt. And I suppose Aveline sleeps in one of these bunks. Is it 3? Yeah, it's 3 bunks. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that does it for this building.
I've been waiting all day.
Good day, Sirrah.
Leave the area. Go back to Hightown. Okay, so now this is the world map. It's not much of a world because basically it is Kirkwall. However... If I look out, yeah, you can see the Sundermount is here. This is the city of Kirkwall, so you go up all here. This is the ambush site she was talking about, but we need to go home. You can also go... Another interesting thing that they have, the ability to do, is to change to night when you want to. And different things happen at daytime and different things happen at night. So this is Hightown right here. Chantry Access by Hightown. Black Emporium. This is where you go to change the looks of your character. Also, I think you get a few bonus things there. The Hangman access by Lowtown. Apparently we can't go there. It's kind of grayed out. Lowtown and Gamlen's house access by Lowtown. And there is things there waiting for us. But we're going to continue on exploring Hightown because there's more to see outside of the Viscount's palace. What's updated? World map to visit Kirkland by day. Viscount's keep. So
You show admirable restraint, Bethany.
For a mage, you mean?
I could also say for a hawk. But yes, for a mage.
You have a sword. Why aren't you killing someone right now?
Fair point. But I can put my sword down.
Believe me, I have tried.
Sorry.
Taffy? Taffy, here, girl.
So apparently you can call cricket. Apparently you can find out the dominant characteristic.
Good day to
Not characteristic, the dominant character type of yourself if you talk to your. Choose another character in your party and talk to you. Whatever your response will be.
Where are we going? How should I know?
Have you seen a
Do I look like the leader of this merry band of misfits?
Yep. Sarcastic and charming is the route that I've gone for the most part.
Sebastian, stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the Free Marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
Is that a bit like a Scottish accent? Three cheers for the worst looking helmet in all of Kirkwall. I'm tempted to take it off, but in case we get into a fight I could use the protection, so... And people don't need to see my face, either. I'm a little bit of a rogue. I'm a rogue, so no. People will get to know me well enough if I ever become rich and powerful like I want to. There's Chantry Board. Who is this? Another Chantry?
And Andraste did say, those who harm a house of the Maker have done harm unto the Maker himself.
You're a Chantry? Look at the way she's dressed. Quite extravagant compared to the ones back in Ferelden. Chantry Board. Duty. A grave crime was committed against all free-thinking men and women in the Free Marches. The ruling Vale family in Starkhaven, my family, was brutally murdered, down to the youngest babe in arms. Oh, it's awful. This massacre was carried out by members of the Flint Mercenary Company. I hereby offer a bounty on the head of each Flint Company soldier in the Kirkwall vicinity. Prince Sebastian Vale. Was he not the one that just put this up? He's a noble, then. But his family was wiped out. He's gone. Well, it's for coin. We'll kill them if we come across the Flint Mercenary Company. Maybe my helmet will scare them. My ugly... Ooh, I don't want to leave the area. My ugly helmet. Which way does this go?
Mother must have played here as a girl.
She's from this area. Yeah, she was a noble. The Amel family.
Andraste's grace be with you.
A noble without home or coin, no estate, no lands, no businesses.
Did Mistress want silk thread or cotton thread?
Ah, crate. Let's rifle through it. Cracked staff. That's garbage. And another crate. Fancy poison ring. Well, it's just junk. So the Chantry, this is the Chantry area. Where's the Chantry entrance? Another crate. I think this is just where the wealthy people live. This is not the Chantry area anymore. A belt. We have no belts. Lyrium potion and a belt with 2 mana or stamina regeneration. But you know what? It's all nice for myself, but mana I think is more important for a mage. So I'm going to give this to my sister Bethany. Mana and/or stamina regeneration is fantastic, but should always go to the mages first, so they can keep the party up and do their massive damage. So, but like I said, when she casts her healing spell, let's see, can she do it? What is the 40-second cooldown, and then it's a 30-second cooldown for the potion. So if you're taking a lot of damage, unless you have multiple mages and a lot of potions, even if you do have that, you could be in a lot of trouble. No, this is the Chantry Courtyard, so this is...
I like the Chantry.
Wow.
This is the only place in Hightown where the Merchants Guild won't come looking for me.
The merchant's really after you and your brother. Maybe that's what they're trying to go down and find money for, to pay off debts. Everybody owes somebody else. Well, we're picking up potions, health potions, in these crates and barrels. Wow. It's almost like being in Disneyland, to tell you the truth. That's what it reminds me of. Though I haven't never in my life been to Europe. So I can only go on. The furthest east I've been is Florida, so... And I'm in Vancouver on the west coast of North America, so... Kirkwall has been ruled by the Viscount. I think it said since 760 Storm, so that's close to 200 years.
Your family used to be noble, right?
By some definition of the term.
Do you ever wonder what your life would have been like if you were still nobles?
Sunshine, nobility is just an expensive lifestyle. I've already got one of those.
Nobles have power too, and responsibilities.
Estates, servants, investments, mercenaries, assassins. We've still got all those things. It's sunnier here, and nobody calls me my lord. I think I can live with that.
A dwarf who likes the sun. Well, that's interesting. Oh, this area looks like it's under construction. Wow. They just don't make them like this in Ferelden. Everything is so impressive here. Commandments of the Maker. I'm not particularly religious. If it serves me, if it benefits me, then in some way I'll take it. But yeah, definitely not.
Of the Maker's children watched across the veil.
Definitely not like my previous character. Andraste, Bride of the Maker. So I've already gone over all this in my previous Let's Play.
No,
Let's Roleplay.
Canary are a frightening sort. Demons, the whole lot of them. I do wish the Viscount would have them run off.
She said the Canary are demons.
You know, I heard Sister Alima has been dipping into the spirits again.
Have you noticed the smell coming off her lately? It's like she's been swimming in hard liquor.
Let's just hope she doesn't get too close to the candles.
Those children. The orphan Fereldans ran off again after we fed them.
I wish they'd let us help them. It'd be better than scraping by on the streets of Darktown.
Parvalon, the occupied north. In the 30th year of the Steel Age, the Canary ships are sighted off the coast. You know what? I've already read this. Yeah, a lot of war to kick out the Canary. They come in and they convert people to the Coon. And they actually don't distinguish Canary from their racial type, from one race to another. It's you're a Canary. If you follow the Coon, you're Canary regardless. Which actually leaves openings of power for any race, any people. The highest power in the Canary land, Canary hierarchy.
Was I to know she was a lady of ill repute? Those eyes, oh Maker. Those legs.
I think that this is supposed to be the Andraste, is it? Founding of the Chantry. Codex updated. Go in here. Yeah, there is a book over here. When I turn, it shows up. What's going on? History of the Chantry, Chapter 1. Locks of the Golden Fool? What is that? Quest update. So I've written this down as a quest. A satirical tome about a deluded brother of the Chantry who sought peace between elves and humans, a condemnation of fanatics of both races. It is favored by radical elves choosing to live in Darktown. Perhaps somebody will want that. I take it this is the Grand Cleric.
I'm sorry you had to witness that disgraceful scene by the Chantry Board. I am Elthina, Grand Cleric of Kirkwall. Sebastian's normally a good lad, but he's had a terrible shock.
He's the one that fired the bow into the piece of paper on the board.
Sebastian? Was that his name?
Sebastian Vale. He was affirmed here nearly a decade ago. He had just been invested as a brother when we got the news about his family. I'm afraid he reacted rashly, denied his vows and left the Chantry. If the Maker wills it, he will return to himself before it's too late.
So he's some kind of priest?
He is an initiate of the faith. As a man, he cannot serve as a mother would, but he has led the chant here many times. Before last week, I would have said he was the most faithful of our true believers.
He said someone murdered his family.
Sebastian is the youngest son of the ruling family of Starkhaven. They were overthrown recently, violently. Sebastian is the only surviving member.
He's royalty.
Prince Sebastian Vale, if he succeeds in his pledge to take back his lands. He made a vow to the Maker to put worldly concerns behind him. It is a sin to forswear himself for a mere title.
I think his family deserves to be avenged.
Sebastian would spend his coin to buy men's lives, the same as those who attacked his family. No matter how justified he feels, that is murder. And when he returns, I will tell him so again.
Crisis of faith. Doesn't bother me, though. The weakness of Sermons of Divine Renata the First. The weakness of mortal will is the great failing of all the Maker's children. We trade our honor as if it were cheapest of currency. We do not understand what integrity is or what it's truly worth. From this ignorance, original sin was born. At some time, each of us has thought, what does it matter if I keep hold of my integrity? I am but one mortal. I am powerless. How blind we all are. The virtue of a single slave destroyed the Tevinter Imperium. The dishonor of one man drove the Maker from our sight. I tell you truly, nothing but the integrity of our hearts will win the love of the Maker back to us. It is the power we shall ever possess to change this world for good or for ill. From a sermon on integrity. Mumbo jumbo. Religious garbage. Okay. The Maker. It's all fine if it's rewarding. But I need to see tangible results and coin in my hands.
I shall not be left to wander the drifty roads of fate.
Okay, back to Kirkwall. There's more to explore in Hightown, so now that we've visited the Chantry and the Viscount's Keep, we can go there immediately, just by going into the map. So there's more to explore, and I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching, and more to come.